Welcome back. Crypto Takeover coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all. Bitcoin kind of making a move down to the bottom side. Are we going to get a retracement back up? That's the question right now. We're going to take a look at the time frame, see what they might be telling us. So if y'all are brand new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, if y'all are brand new to this channel, we use the market cipher indicator by CryptoFace on this channel alongside with the TI sequential by Tonebase and the market guide buy and sell signals. So we're using a few paid for indicators. Most of the indicators on this channel that we use with our public videos are paid for indicators. And then I let my Patreon members know about some other free indicators that they could possibly use too as well. But we're taking a look at the 15-minute time frame as of right now. We can currently see that our money flow is kind of pushing to the top side right now on our 15-minute. We could be putting in somewhat of a little bit of a trigger wave here, maybe to push us back down to the bottom side. We'll have to wait and see. Currently, we can see that we are sitting above our VWAP as of right now. We got this reset on our VWAP as of yesterday. So we had this big sell-off here. And then we got our VWAP reset, and we continue to actually push lower after our VWAP reset as well too. Now we can currently see that the bulls are pushing back up above the VWAP, and we're trying to see exactly what's going to happen here. We're getting a little bit of a bullish cross as of right now too. But as we start to zoom out, we'll start to get a better idea of where this where the Bitcoin price might be headed to. Let's go on into our 30-minute time frame here. And I think I'm going to need to do a refresh here to speed things up just a little bit. So I haven't been putting out a lot of videos lately. I've been working on quite a few different things for the Patreon group and also some new content and some new products that I'm planning on releasing for Crypto Takeover. So, I'm giving my Patreon members a little bit more time to make sure that they stay up to date with the analysis. But other than that, I still plan on coming out and producing public videos, but just every so often whenever I get a chance to. So it is Friday the 10th right now, July 10th. And we currently are still seeing just kind of sideways action right now in Bitcoin. So let's go into our 30-minute time frame here. 30-minute time frame. No bullish cross just yet. We are seeing this blood diamond that did appear. It looked like it was a fake out though. And then we continue to push to the upside here. So we'll probably end up seeing a squeeze between our two EMAs here, and we might get a push to the upside or to the downside. It does look like our money flow is wanting to move back into that upside direction, maybe into that greenish area. So maybe anticipating a push back up to 9,300. That could be a possibility. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Going on into our 45-minute time frame. 45-minute time frame also looking like we'll get an EMA push here, EMA squeeze. We had these yellow diamonds and blood diamonds to take our short back here, and we actually I was scalping this a little bit and found some entries, so got in on some shorts there. But we can see that our money flow is still kind of pushing us down to the bottom side here. No sign of it just reversing yet on our 45-minute time frame, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how this wants to play out. So going on into our hourly time frame. Hourly time frame also kind of telling us that we wanted to maybe push back down into that reddish area. We've been clipping back and forth, kind of making an undecisive direction, getting a little bit of a squeeze here on our EMAs. We had another bearish cross that sent us back down a little bit lower on our 1 hour as well too. And right now we're just kind of waiting to see how the rest of this wants to play out. If we want to continue to sell off, or if we're going to have a little bit of retracement back to the upside. Let's see what a 50% retracement would be here if we take out our Fibonacci channels and we continue up here. 50% probably, it looks like we're about to touch it, to be honest, right at about 92.50. So this could be our 50% retracement as far as we know from our swing low. If we were to push back up any more bullish, 618 would probably be the 9,300 area. So we could maybe anticipate that in the 786 if we're looking really bullish, 93.81. So I've been getting some questions in the Patreon group too as well. Does it look like we're going to push back up to that 9,500 area? Should we wait to put, maybe try and catch a trade up there? I think as of right now, it's still kind of undetermined to say the least, but I could say, well, 9,300 maybe looks like we'll come back up and retest that. I definitely think the weekend is going to have some big price movements in gear for us, so we'll have to be ready for whatever may happen. But we can see here that we're still We got this bearish cross here, and now we're kind of trying to push back up to the top side here. Money flow dipped down into that red, but we're having our blue momentum wave also kind of moving up here as well. It could be short-lived. It could just give us a little bit of a trigger wave to send us back down again to the bottom side. So that might be a possibility. We got this blood diamond back here on our 90-minute time frame as well too, and continued to sell off here. So that would have been a nice little play for y'all. You can see here that we got the blood diamond. We had a little bit of a fake out blood diamond and then continued to sell off. So that would have been a nice little play for y'all to say, okay, well, I know that our blue momentum waves headed in the same direction. Our money flows headed in the same direction. It looks like we could probably take a short here, right? So let's go on into our 2-hour time frame. 2-hour time frame, we can see that we got a sell signal back here on the 2-hour, currently getting a little bit of a bearish cross, maybe trying to push back to the upside here, starting to zoom out. We're moving back into that greenish money flow, as you can see. But this could just be a lower high with our green money flow and then continue to sell off a little bit further. VWAP's kind of clipping down just a tad bit. We may not make it above the 0 pivot point on our 2-hour, and we may continue to have a red dot here relatively soon and then push us back down. It does look like the momentum doesn't want to push us up a lot higher, but we'll have to wait to see exactly how the rest of the weekend wants to play out. So we'll have to kind of hang tight for Friday and see what what kind of crazy price action the weekend's going to give us, right? Let's go ahead and turn on our TI sequential too. We'll turn on the TI sequential and go from there. So the 4-hour, looks like we had a sell signal by Market God here not too long ago. We're getting a push 13 to the upside, a bullish 13 and another bullish 1-2 here as well. Money flow is still kind of moving to the downside. We are getting a green dot down here too as well. I would say that if we end up putting in a lower high with our green money flow though, that we're going to probably end up coming back down a little bit lower. Or if we try and push back up and we make it above our 0 pivot point, I'm not too sure exactly how much more room our blue momentum wave will actually want to push above the 0 pivot point too as well. So going on into our 6-hour time frame. Still a bearish cross that happened here. We had the kind of a fake out bull rally. And one thing that I've kind of noticed here is that these bull rallies have been getting a little bit smaller each time they've crossed bullish. So, we had a bullish cross up here. And also all the way back here, we had our fake out bearish cross, a big bullish cross. We had another bearish cross that lasted a little bit longer, and then a smaller bullish cross that didn't last that long, and a longer bearish cross that lasted a little bit longer, and then a very short bullish cross that just happened now. So we could end up selling off a little bit more and maybe making a bigger downside trend to make this bearish cross last a little bit longer too as well. So that's definitely a possibility. There's been a lot of talk about this could just be a rounded topping pattern as well too. So we need to keep an eye on that and maybe not over anticipate any bullish moves just yet. If we get back up above 9,500, then I would say, yeah, we could be a little bit bullish. But as of right now, if we are not seeing any movement or price movement to the upside to try and get us back up above 9,500, then I could definitely see that we will continue to probably sell off just a little bit more too as well. So I want to remind y'all that we do have the Patreon membership for 35% off. As of right now, it is still open. So I'll probably close this at the end of the weekend. Make sure that you go ahead and get signed up for it. As of right now, the 35% off special is still going on. Usually I'll leave it open for like the first half of the month and then I'll close it off. So consider it and join us in there if you want to stay up to date. I know I'm not producing as many YouTube videos here lately, but this is another way for you to stay up to date with us and know what the ins and outs that I'm getting into with the markets as well too. You don't have to trade with us, but you can definitely get access to all of our private videos that we have on that Patreon page as well too. And then also we have the YouTube membership page, which is available. If you'd like to join us on there, feel free to come join us on the YouTube membership page. Basically, you'll get all my private videos that I give to my Patreon members. So any of my private videos that I produce, they go over the charts. Then I'll also give them to my YouTube membership page too. It's a little bit cheaper, but you just don't get access to the private trading group on Discord. That's pretty much the only thing that you don't get. But you still get access to all the private analysis charts that I end up producing as well too. And then also we have our newsletter that we send out periodically. We're on our way to 3,000 subs. So if you comment down below 3,000 subs, it lets me know that you are wanting the channel to grow a little bit more. So we're trying to produce a little bit better content, and maybe not so often, so people can come back and watch a little bit more too. So on our way to 3,000 subs, we're doing the $100 giveaway when we get to 3,000 subs. And in order to qualify for that $100 giveaway, you need to be signed up for the newsletter. So make sure that you're signed up for the newsletter, so that way you can qualify for the $100 giveaway when we reach 3,000 subs. And then also we have our Discord page, our Discord server, which is available to the public. Whenever you join the Discord server, you'll be brought to a welcome page. On that welcome page, just click that little green checkbox, read through the community rules and guidelines, and then you'll have access to the Discord server, and you can come in there and ask us whatever questions you like, share your analysis, and a bunch of different other things too. There is a private category on there for Patreon members only. And in order to access that, you'll have to become a Patreon member as well. And then also we have our Telegram channel too, which is a public channel that you can join and just stay up to date with what we have going on. So if I have any announcements, this is the best way to stay up to date with me through the Telegram channel as well. So going back on into the charts here, looking at our 6-hour time frame, starting to see a sign of a bullish count here. Heikinashis are still red as of right now, so we'll have to kind of wait to see. It does look like we could be getting a green dot here on our blue wave as well moving forward, going on into our 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame, still seeing this bearish cross happen, but kind of looking like it just wants to trend out sideways as of right now. Aggressive 13 to the upside here on the 8-hour as well, so we could start to see a little bit more push to the upside, and maybe it could, give us a little bit of a move to the upside and then continue to sell off from there on out, going on into our 12-hour. And the reason I keep saying that is because our higher time frames are definitely telling us something different. So even on our 12-hour, we have this push to the downside here with our first bearish count with our 1 here. We're already in an extended bear count too as well, I believe, back from maybe this here. So we have that blood diamond there. So we're still in an extended bear count. We could definitely anticipate probably some more movement to the downside. We're still in a 1-2 bear count. It looks like we are anticipating another bearish cross here on our 12-hour time frame as well, with our 13 and our 100 EMAs. Blue memento waves also kind of moving down to the bottom side, maybe wanting to push back down into that red territory on our money flow. It looks like we've been getting some choppiness pattern here, but this is one trend line that I've been talking about, especially on Cypher B, is this trend line kind of holding support or resistance for us as well. And then I can see this on our green money flow too as well here, that we've been kind of holding this trend line as major resistance as well. And so if we clipped back up into that greenish area, but it was very short-lived, and now we're pushing back down into that red money flow. Going on into our 21-hour. 21-hour also giving us first few signs of a bearish count here. Red dot here also. And then we can see our money flow also moving back down into that red area too as well. As we start to zoom out, we'll see that, this is kind of to be anticipated, that we were kind of topping out here just a tad bit, but we'll have to see how much of a sell-off it might be. It may not be much before we get another leg to the upside, right? First sign of a bearish count here on our daily time frame, as well as a red dot to confirm maybe a little bit further downtrend too as well. VWAPs clipping pretty heavily to the downside as of right now. I would expect that we will probably end up maybe finding support at this resistance line, or at this support line here. We've been kind of holding just a tad bit, and then maybe try to put in a big green dot down here as well. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Possibly anticipating another bearish cross on our daily time frame. We've been getting some bearish crosses on our mid time frames as of right now, so I could see us finding maybe support at about 8,900, and then if we find support at about 8,900, then we'll continue. These EMAs are getting closer and closer every single day for another bearish cross, and if that is to happen, then we could probably push below our EMAs here at about 8,900. So BTC back under 9K is a strong possibility going on into our 2-day time frame here. 2-day time frame, also giving us no sign of a red dot just yet, although our VWAP is kind of clipping down just a tad bit. Money flow moving to the upside here. A nice push on our 2-day with our money flow to the upside. I'd be a little bit cautious though. I still think that we are in bearish territory right now, or getting ready for even more bearish territory. But this is just my predicament. By all means, do your own research and take your own trades at your own risks, right? And then our 3-day, we had this bullish 9 to the upside, imperfect 9. So we'll have to wait to see exactly how this wants to close. Like I said, we're getting another green dot here on our 3-day too as well. But we're kind of trending underneath our 13 EMA. We're having some wicks up to the top side. I could see us getting wicked out here and then possibly putting in another red dot the next day, or then after the next candle body opens on our 3-day too as well. That's a firm possibility. So we just need to be ready for whatever may happen. And we'll go into our buy and sell indicator too as well to see what that might be telling us. 4-day, we're starting to see a little bit more of a bearish count. Still not dipping below our 13 EMA just yet. So if our 4-day starts to dip below our 13 EMA, then I would definitely anticipate possibly another larger move to the downside. As you can see here, every time we dip below that 13 EMA, it's been, there's been some big moves there. So here we rode support underneath it the whole time. So that's one area to keep a close eye on, especially if we start to ride sideways the rest of this time too. So if we start to ride sideways underneath our 13 EMA, if we start to dip below it and then ride sideways, and then we could possibly see another leg down, that might be a possibility too as well. Looking at the 5-day here, still no sign of us dipping below that 13 EMA. Aggressive 13 to the downside, as we've spoken about earlier and before. And then our 6-day, still having our sell signals here, still in a bearish count as of right now. Money flow also moving down there on our 6-day. Going on into our weekly time frame. Weekly time frame still giving us a little bit of a bearish count. We had somewhat of a fake out here, and now we're going to possibly come back down and retest support at the 13 EMA, which is at about 8,900. So definitely look for that as support if we do decide to push down. And then I'm looking at about 9,500 to maybe push back up above through that, and maybe give me an maybe to justify for the bulls there to push us back further up. So with that being said, everyone, I hope y'all are all doing well. Like I said, I'm working on a few different products for Crypto Takeover, and I hope that y'all are interested and that y'all stay tuned for all those. And without further ado, if you want to join us every day for a daily analysis, then you can join us in the Patreon page. Other than that, I will be giving YouTube a little bit less of my attention as of right now, just working on some other things, but I'll be back to update y'all, and I hope that y'all stay tuned and make sure that y'all subscribe, like, comment. 3,000 subs, we're giving away $100, so I hope that y'all go ahead and sign up for that newsletter as well, and that way y'all can qualify for the giveaway. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Crypto Takeover signing out. Peace.